completely consistent with honoring the journey towards success. There'll be no parade. There'll be no band playing. There most likely won't be a coronation like there was for the Philadelphia Eagles at the end of this season for the Philadelphia 76ers. But it doesn't matter. And it wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't matter to me today. It wouldn't change my opinion if the Philadelphia 76ers hadn't have won last night. If they hadn't have gone up 2-1 and beat the Miami Heat 128-108 just last night. It wouldn't have mattered. Had they lost, had they been down 0-3 at this point to the Miami Heat, the process would still be a success. The idea, the system, the theory that Sam Hinkie put into place, it is a resounding success, and he should be lauded, backslapped. He should be praised, because what has gone on in Philadelphia over the last 5-6 years has been nothing short of a pursuit of excellence. And don't come at me today. Don't tell me, how can something be complete? How can something be a success? They're 3 games into their first playoff series. Isn't it about winning titles? Don't give me that stuff. You're looking at one of the greatest turnarounds in NBA history. Maybe not the greatest. Maybe not the greatest in terms of number of games from the loss column to the win column in one single season. But what you're looking at is turning a middling, a wader in the pool of mediocrity, a treadmill running gerbil on 500, who has turned itself now into a perennial contender. I don't want to hear any more about how bad the process is. I don't want to hear any more about how hard it was. If you don't like it, you don't like success. And I feel 100% confident in that. So Stephen A., when you tell me you hate the process, you know what you really hate? You hate success. I understand. I'm being told. Nuno, Cerruti, everybody back home. Stephen A., again today, not excited. Somehow you can watch Joel Embiid dominate the fourth quarter, come back from a broken face, Ben Simmons run the point like nobody since Magic Johnson, and still be unhappy with the process. Give me a little taste. Just a little taste, Bubba. I want to have a little taste of what Stephen A. was saying today, please.
All of you out there talking about trusting the process, you're an embarrassment and a disgrace to competition in the world of professional sports in this great country of ours. You are a national disgrace. Anybody who endorses the process. Y'all can kiss my you-know-what. I can't stand y'all. Trust the process. Trust the process.
There you go. I could not more emphatically feel 180 degrees the opposite. I guess I'm rubber and you're glue. What you say bounces off me and sticks to you. I think you hate success. I think you're a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace to competition. I think it's a disgrace to the idea of success to say the process hasn't worked. I think you liked 8-8, the basketball version of it. I think you like 500. I think you like the 8th seed to the 6th seed to the 12th seed. I think you like wallowing around there into the nothing is ever going to happen on the upside or the downside. Safe space of never getting fired, never succeeding, and never failing. You know what the process is? The process is bottoming out to top out. The process is honesty. The process is self-awareness. It's tearing it down to build it up. It's not sticking around on the treadmill of mediocrity. Just a little more. Give me just another bump, Bubba. Just a little more taste of the good stuff. Go.
Anybody who chants that nonsense is an absolute disgrace. And I will never let it go. I will never let go of the fact that you won a combined 28 games in 2 years. And then you won 28 the third year. I will never let go of that. And the only reason you won the 28 the third year is because Joel Embiid played some games. And that was after Colangelo arrived because the commissioner spoke up and forced y'all to make change. Josh Harris damn near almost lost ownership because of that. Y'all make me sick. And I want you to know it.
Hear you, know it, internalized, got it. I want you to know something, just so we're clear here. It was 253 games over 4 years that the 76ers lost. Just were awful, just horrendous, just the worst. But for a purpose, for a reason. as part of a strategy that gets us to the place we are today. 4 years, 5 if I give you that first 30-some-odd win season before it really got into play. 2013 to now, horrendous. 4 years of sinking to the bottom, traded. 4 years of awful, awful basketball. 4 years of losing, traded. Now for what? Because that's what it was always about, right? For what? For what? This is the price. We've paid the price. We've put the work in. What do we get? What is the reward? The reward now will be a half decade of contention in the NBA Finals. The reward will be one of the juggernauts of the NBA for at least a half decade. And you don't get to say a nice thing about it. Any of you that don't like the process, you shouldn't enjoy it. You shouldn't say a nice thing about it because you didn't want to put the work in. You're like a guy that shows up at the gym with the needle in the vial. You're over here wanting to get big quick. You're the guy that wants to flex in the mirror, put up your Instagram post, and get the likes. But you don't want to work out for the years it takes to get there. You don't want the quiet, the hurt, the pain. You don't want the sacrifice. You don't want any of that. I don't care if it's bodybuilding or money making. You don't want that. You don't want the slaving away in your office until midnight on Friday night. You don't want the disrespect from mid-level bosses across the bureaucracy of business. You don't want the, oh my God, I think I need to mortgage my house. Where am I going to make my next paycheck? You don't want the, I don't know if I can make the bills work. How am I ever going to turn $1? You don't want any of that. So don't turn around now and enjoy the fat times. Don't enjoy it when it comes in. The process, like any journey towards success, is integral. If you want to be the Charlotte Hornets, and by the way, for anybody like Stephen A. or anyone out there listening, 888-729-3776 that hates the process, enjoy the Charlotte Hornets. Spend your time on the Charlotte Hornets. You can have the Detroit Pistons if you want. You can have the 7th seed. It's from time to time. Maybe the 8th seed in the playoffs. The worst you'll ever get is probably 10th seed in the conference. You'll waver somewhere between 30 wins. Maybe you'll get into the high 40s. You'll be fodder for the top of the bracket. And that's where you get to stay. You get to stay in mediocrity. Like you deserve. Like you always will be. Because it feels safe. It feels less risky. It feels fair. Just want it to be fair. Why can't we just have fairness around here? I don't want to have to work. I don't like pain. I don't like sacrifice. You don't like success. You don't like the process. You don't like success.